It's T. Yo, look. Music is the heart of me, art and artery, part of me. Bond with the beat, but the author is not Sean Connery. Phenomenal anomaly, going beyond monotony. Grew up in the home of the bones, of the flow and harmony. Go crazy when I'm getting busy. The lazy wish with all they flesh that they could spit it with me. Yes, I'm blessed that this the city is Cleveland, Ohio. You see in the bio, we perceiving the rivals on an arrival, achieving titles. In the land of the heartless, I found a pulse. Too many stand in the darkness without results. How can you shine if no one can see your light? You ain't reaching the blind if they can't feel what you write. It's T.
If nothing else, I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon for what happened.
I will never forgive your mother for giving birth to you.
96% of adults go to work hungover the day after a holiday party. New Year's has the worst statistics, with almost 58% of highway deaths being alcohol related. 40% of highway deaths during the holidays are alcohol related. This holiday, stay home, stay at a friend's or a family's house. Be safe this holiday season. Don't drink and drive. Look at her. Look at this lady. She looks like she could have been hot before all of that.
I think she probably was, but now she looks like
a monster.
I was going to say, you know how cartoon characters, depending on which one, are drawn with exaggerated features?
Yeah, that's exactly what she looks like. This is like
one of them were more, it's like the Pinocchio thing, becoming a real, Pinocchio wanted to become a real boy. Well, I think this cartoon wanted to become human, and that's what happened.
Yeah, she was like, I want to be a real model. Actually, The Matrix came out at this time. And,
right, but if that is a dude, I want to see his boobs. They're nice. No lie. Beautiful work.
That dude has some hot.
Just a feeling.
Fishing gear.
Oh yeah, you need that.
Paracord.
I'm telling you, in like an apocalypse situation,
you
just
need
fucking
fishing
fish,
gear,
bro. You can't run out of fish ever.
Nah, man. Jesus fed 1,000 people with one.
Yeah, that's because they were everywhere. There was a plethora. He didn't do nothing special.
No, one fish.
No. Yeah, I understand.
It was just one. But does that mean like one type?
Yes.
One type of fish. Like he caught a lot of bass.
Saying. Yeah, like, it was 100 bass. But it was
fuck did I just walk into?
Hey, Jesus had some fish and shit, and we fed everybody. But no, he had a bunch of fish and everything. What kind of fish was it?
Do you believe in Jesus?
Yes, I believe in Jesus.
Well, what do you think then? You're the only one that matters in this room, right?
That's now this is a dude.
No.
Yes. Elliot Page is a biological female.
I thought she was Joseph Levitt, and then she was Elliot Page. I'm confused about this.
I think you're confused about this. Elliot Page
like,
is
she's not that dude. Like, look at my screen right here. She's not that dude right there?
No.
She looks like him. Now I'm totally not turned on anymore.
Now I need the show to see this. I need to look up Inception.
Wait, she was in, then what was she in? Because I totally
She's
was
in
confused.
Inception.
Dude, I was so confused by her gender that I thought she was a completely different person. Like, when they talk about her in the media, I'm like, that's her.
For everyone watching.
No, she was Joseph Levitt, and then she became her.
No.
So wait, she's a chick then, for real, for her entire life?
Hold on. Yes.
So she's been a chick. Gender shit messes me up, man.
Elliot
I feel like,
Page is
yeah,
now
I thought it was Joseph
male.
Levitt. Yeah, that's Joseph.
Oh my
As
God.
a chick, dude, he would have made a beautiful chick. Like,
dude, I can see it now.
that's but I'm saying, like, I always thought that. Anytime she was in the news, I was like, oh yeah, that's just Joseph Levitt. Like, I swear. Play the tapes. I feel like she didn't.
I was meaning to highlight that this week, but I was so depressed that I didn't do shit.
What are you depressed about, man?
The whole court thing.
Fuck you. This ain't
sucks.
therapy. Shut up.
This is my therapy, fuckface. Superhero villain shit.
Yeah.
Austin Powers with the cat and the pinky.
While he stands there and tells you he's evil plan.
And then the crowd runs in pandemonium. You know what I'm saying? And,
These mosquitoes will bite the shit out of you for the next 20 minutes unless you give me $1
lock the
billion.
door. The doors lock up and shit. Like,
They sticking chairs under the door handles and shit.
They're like, it's too much for us to take. Give him what he wants.
Hey, they in a hallway, in a quiet hallway, listening to people bang on the door like, help us. Like,
Chapter systems are offline. Number one. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
No Outlet Live with your favorite hosts on the North Coast, Jeremy Tomesek and Jarrod Stover. The road to boredom ends here.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.
Welcome back. It is another episode of No Outlet Live. It is January 26th, 2024. It's a new year. It's a new us. It's a new everything. I am your favorite host on the North Coast, Jeremy Tomesek. You can always find the show everywhere on YouTube, Spotify, and of course, Facebook Live, or not live no more. We are live on YouTube every Friday at 8 p.m. You could always call and text the show at 216-647-0064. You could text us, call us, leave us a voicemail. It's been a long couple of weeks. I got a lot of stuff going on in my life. I am accompanied by your boy, Jarrod Stover.
What's up, man? It's been a long time. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
You haven't seen me in forever. We had a blizzard and all kinds of stuff going on, and
yeah, it was nuts, to say the least.
To say the very least. We are also accompanied by our new third chair in the show. We got T the Beast.
Hey.
What's going on,
What's
T?
going on, man?
You guys have seen him on episode 40. You've seen him on episode 64. I decided to make you a regular guy on the show. I like you. We saw your TikTok beforehand. Go ahead and shout that out now, and let's get this out of the way.
All right, yeah. You can catch me at TheBeast216 on TikTok and Instagram. Also, the Rat Pack podcast is something I do on the side. Check that out on IG as well.
The Rat Pack podcast. This thing is every Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
You guys do a show together, and you present a new minute, at least I would have to say, of hip hop, just written throughout the week. You do a lot of hip hop music, and then you guys on this show on Instagram, you guys highlight it. It's really cool. I love watching this.
Yeah, we take the verse. One guy picks the beat for the week, and then we all write a verse, and then we perform the verse live, and then break it down after we do the verse so that you can understand what we're saying.
Do you remember this, Jarrod, when I used to he lives the way with hip hop like I used to, and you remember me from my whole childhood.
Yeah, for sure.
That was my whole thing. I would always wake up, I was thinking about the new verse, everything that I could do with hip hop, and that consumed my life for a long time.
Probably most of your life till just probably yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it's still there. I still have a little. There's this thing in me that's still there for it.
Right.
But I don't know. Things have changed for me in the past couple of years where I thought about my space in there because I tried my hardest. It seemed like it failed. And that's usually the hero's journey, is that they go through that and they come back or whatnot. I don't know if this is my time away and then I'll come back better, or
I'd imagine you're not done with it, but I think you're just probably discouraged right now because you probably, from what you're saying, it sounds more like you're not giving up because you don't like to do it. You're giving up because you felt like you failed, and you'll pick yourself back up.
I honestly do feel like I failed because I put out a lot of stuff, but I didn't do it the right way. I've been sitting back and watching how these hip hop artists in my generation, I didn't take the correct steps. A lot of people were on SoundCloud before SoundCloud was big.
Yeah.
There's this term, people say SoundCloud rapper, right?
Yes.
That's been going on for a long time now.
Yeah.
I could have been in the SoundCloud era that made stars happen.
You could have been.
If I was there. But I was too busy doing the shit that we were doing when we were growing up.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you decided to spend your money in the wrong place because you should have spent your money at the recording studio instead of out partying all night.
But I took a lot of that money and built the studio myself though, and learned the ins and outs of production and all that stuff on my own.
You could have went to the studio and saw it firsthand and learned as you were doing it, and you would have gained knowledge by going in and recording in a recording studio. And
now,
you would have made also the connections instead of just trying to build it by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing that messed me up though, because I did this a few times. I even brought you to my meeting with downtown. There's this studio that's above the Agora called the Lava Room Studio.
Yep.
So I went there, and you remember we went to Studio 3, the big one with the Dr. Dre mixing board and all that stuff. Yeah. I sat with the guy, and he told me that they wanted to charge me for a beat that I made. I mixed Dirty Diana from Michael Jackson into a beat, and I wrote a 3-verse song with the chorus and a bridge in it. And it's a fire song, and I performed it in the studio. And the dude told me straight up, he said, before I can even give you a real estimate on what it would take, he was like, I want to do this song because it's good. But just to even give you a rough estimate, it's going to be 10 G's right here, right now, to even start, because we have to rebuild the beat. And I was like, me and him was in the studio. I was like, give me my USB back.
Right.
I ain't got 10 G's, bro.
Yeah,
what do I look like?
At the same time, people pay thousands of dollars for college and go into major debt. You should have just went.
I think I should have took it.
And
I think I should have took it and found a way at that moment.
Yep.
Because that would have done it for me. That would
think
have
that
done
one?
it.
No, that's gonna at least
Dirty
get some
Diana
chatter
did
going.
it.
That's gonna get some chatter going, but you got to follow that up with another one.
But they would have seen all of the work that I've done since then, and I've done 4 different projects.
True.
Since that time frame. That's what I was living with you, and I was working at the gas station in Oakwood, and I was like, I showed people Dante Whitner from the 49ers. He went to the Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
He was one of the defensive players on that team. His little brother kept showing up, and he kept trying to sell me bud in the while I was working, and I was playing the beat, the Dirty Diana beat behind me. I would be working at the gas station and rehearsing in my head. And he heard it and he was like, "What is that?" I was like, "That's a beat I made." And he was like, "No, it ain't." I was like, "Yeah, this is a beat I made." He was like, that shit sounds kind of dope. And I was like, I got a whole song to it. You want to hear it? And a line started building behind him he's trying to buy like cigarellos and shit. A line built up and I did the song. I rehearsed it in front of him and performed it behind the register. I'll never forget this moment.
Up on the counter and fucking walking and shit. Right?
He got a Snickers bar in his hand like a mic and shit.
So I performed this with the Snickers bar. I dropped the mic, which is actually a Kit Kat. I dropped the Kit Kat, the extra king size, right? I drop it, and he went nuts. He was like, I can't believe this. I'm connected with people that are trying to do music of their own. And we started collabing. I had like all these connections, and I let it all slip away just through like weird life stuff. And I feel like that happens with a lot of artists. You've kept to it. You haven't quit. You're older than I am.
Yeah.
And you've always steadily just been, you're a writer.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, I've heard a lot of your work. Me and you've been recording songs together. It's really incredible what I've heard you say. And it also is, like I said earlier, that is a part of the beginning of the show. You get to see one of your TikToks where you found a duet on TikTok and you just started going in.
Yeah, I took somebody's beat and then I just started using verse. It's actually a verse I had used before on Jay-Z beat, but they kept cutting a lot of my TikToks because I was using beats that are used. You know what I'm saying? Like
one of the ones I tried to pull for today's show, it was actually muted. They cut the sound completely out.
Yeah.
But it was a beat that I saw was being built on Fruity Loop Studio. So I was like curious, like, what is this beat? Because it looks like somebody made it.
It usually, if it's like a singing, like if there's some kind of singing, like it sounds like a sample, they'll cut it. Like what was the one I did? It's the Cadillac one with J. Cole and Benny the Butcher. They had the one song, and I did the thing, but in the song you hear like a constant singing in the back, like somebody singing. It's a sample.
Yeah.
So as soon as I put it on, they cut it like in 30 seconds or something like that. But
go to T2Beast216 on TikTok and really check out this dude's stuff. I mean, you're fire. I want to jump into the show real quick and let's just
jumping in. I thought we started a little bit ago.
No, I got some stuff that has been happening around here. As you see at the bottom of the screen, you could always leave us a voicemail at 216-647-0064. I have a voice message for the show.
What up, Tomesek? Two-time? Shit, man. So, I got a question, man. I've been single for a long-ass time now. These dating apps ain't really been working. I want to know if y'all know of any good dating apps or sites or, like, speed dating groups around. And what do y'all recommend? Get back at me. It's your boy, T. Cray. T. Cray.
Nice, the remix.
That was kind of weird. No,
what he was asking about dating sites?
Dating sites and apps? I'm not the person for that.
I'm not either.
I've been married for like 16 years.
Just recently not married, but like not like I don't know about internet dating. Like I think that shit's crazy because I never had to do it and now that's all it is. Like
yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It's weird. So I'm fresh onto the dating scene also myself.
There you go.
I was in a long relationship.
Welcome. You're among friends, you know.
No, so I'm on the dating scene and I've been through like I'm one of the younger generation. Good. You guys are both around the 40s age. I'm a little younger. I'm 33, and I got to live out the whole internet dating stuff. And T. Cray here, he said he went through a breakup. He said he's curious about doing dating sites or what did he say? Blind dating?
Speed dating.
Speed dating.
Is that a thing? Have you ever done speed dating? I've seen movies, but I've never.
That's the only time I've ever seen it is in movies.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I've never done speed dating. That's
what I'm saying. I think that's a
it is real though because I have like I'm on the internet. I'm throughout the internet. I've always, my whole life, I find like stuff. That's a part of this show. I go and find videos consumed by internet, just seeing what's going on in the world.
We appreciate your effort because we ain't watching that many videos in a week. Fuck that.
Trust me, I see a lot more than what I submit to play at the last segment.
Oh, yeah. I see that I want to submit, but I'm like, you've probably already got 30 videos anyway. Who wants to see another shooting? Like,
I don't mind seeing it. There's more than shooting. There's so much stuff on the internet. It's crazy. Yeah. But like with internet dating, it's weird. It's really hard. Especially it's getting harder because all this AI stuff and like scams.
Yeah.
That you're gonna try internet dating today if you're fresh into it, and it's not gonna go that good. You're not gonna have a good run at it because it's really hard to find somebody that's actually even a real person trying to use a dating site.
Right.
Or even the person that they say that they are. You know.
That's what I mean. Like it's there's a lot of scams. There's a lot of AI and all this stuff going on in dating sites. Yeah. I'm in there. I see the stuff. I don't really like. I've met a lot of girls from the internet, and
in person after you talk to them online.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of girls from the internet. I know how to read the signs of what's real, if that's a real person. Usually, if somebody's trying to drag you to another, like, come to my Snapchat and get up my private story. But that's what's going on right now. And when it comes to speed dating, you have to be in like some group somewhere, like a Facebook group or something, to be able to be in speed dating that's real.
It's like underground,
and you have to be like
rave clubs.
Seasoned vets.
It is like it's crazy. Like to get into a speed dating thing, you have to be in like some type of club, I think.
Yeah.
So my best advice for you to, if you're really longing to try to start another relationship, is to hang out and just genuinely be yourself, right? Yeah. Genuinely be you and go out and just do things. Do things that you like to do.
Yes.
If you have a desire to be a golfer, if you have a desire to be somebody that hangs out at the bar and plays scratch offs,
right?
Whatever you're doing, there's a thing for you to where you could just show up and genuinely be you and enjoy yourself, and there's a female for you.
Unless you're bad at it. Chicks don't want to see that shit.
Dude, I guess I don't know.
I'm just playing.
Well, I don't know what to say T crazy or whatever. T, my boy T. Not the guest we have on the host or guest we have on the show, but I don't. You have to find your own shtick, I guess.
Yeah.
I have my way I found like,
obviously
I know how to find women. And I'm not a great looking dude, but I could clean up.
I just don't think I put in enough effort I don't have enough effort for internet dating. Cause I'll say like one thing, and then if somebody says something back, I'll just like ghost them, just be gone. I'm like, you took too long or something. I don't even know. I'm bored.
So last week, T was here. Nobody else could show up from the blizzard because T lives around the corner. I want to show you something that happened.
Did you walk here?
Last week we talked about Facebook groups that have they post pictures and stuff about dudes that are around the local area, and they're all asking each other, do you know this guy and can you give me intel?
I listened to the show last week, and after that, in my like recommended things, it had what you guys were talking about, and I joined that shit.
Did you?
Yeah, I've been looking at all week too.
Would you make a fake profile or something? Because they don't let you in unless you're a female.
No, the one you were talking about, the one that whoever posted the comment on, that's the one that it was. Like, is this your man or is this your chick? Like Cleveland edition,
yeah,
whatever.
the comment. Okay.
Yeah.
Sis, is this your man?
Yeah, that. And I was checking it out. That shit's kind of funny.
So, I started exposing these female-only Facebook groups last week, and I made a highlight clip, and I didn't even show the juicy from the show. Right.
Okay.
But somebody found my TikTok and they said, dudes out here trying to get in our groups. How do you get screenshots, though?
No. So somebody saw it on, you guys talking about it
in
last
the
week.
groups, in the groups that I was talking about, right?
Hey, man, it's a small world, right?
Check this out. This
They're
is the
out
comments on my TikTok. Because of Pick Misha's crying, laughing face, they ruin it for everybody. I learned that Pick Misha is this word.
I'm like, what?
I know,
I was
right?
confused.
I was with you.
A Pick Misha is these girls that go into these groups and they hold out for the man on the outside because we're curious if we're in here and what's being said about us or what's being said about
Yes.
potentially your homeboy.
Yes.
They call them Pick Mishas. This is a term.
We are cracking the code little
Right.
by little, bro.
Bro, I am on the case.
They're
And
mad you're exposing them right now.
Bro,
Yo.
I have
Y'all
whistle.
be real scared. We're coming. You guys, I got blown up on one of those sites one time, and
That's where this came up because a girl that I talked to said that I was in here.
yeah,
And I found out, and I'm that girl was a Pick Misha.
these people out here have like such a tight knit like network of people telling on people.
Yeah.
That my wife's sister in California in the mountains like
Dude.
saw that shit and called her up and was like, dude, you see this dude out here? Like sent her the screenshot and everything. I'm like, wait. Like, it's just too much.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm warning all the fellas.
That's why I
Because
won't do internet dating.
internet dating. This is the thing. I got brought up in this stuff. And this has to do with you, my boy T, that had left us the voicemail. So check this out. Like, internet dating goes deep.
Yeah, dude.
Because I can tell you right now, I'm through the internet in the nastiest ways.
Yeah.
I'm out there in the internet. Our
Getting
boy,
that shit raw, dog.
we highlighted my boy Tony. He wears a Marine t-shirt. He looks like he was a Marine. This dude's a bouncer at a club somewhere in downtown Cleveland. He's got like 200, 300 girls that are catching him out here on the internet.
Yeah, dude. They know.
They know his game. They're talking about his game, and it's a girls only club.
Yep.
I got a whistleblower that let me see into what's going on in the
Right.
in like the dark webs. Okay,
You
There's
put
a-
on the dress like Butters and infiltrate and sleep over.
Check this out. They said on the on my TikTok from the clip from the show of last week. There's rats in the group. Let's see. I'm all for these guys, or let them see it. I'm all for these guys having some kind of incentive to stop being disrespectful. And now I'm not. I should probably take this off the screen. I didn't redact that.
Was that personal information?
Actually,
Dude, it's still
well,
going. It's
well,
out.
you know what? It's on my TikTok. You can see these people
What did it
anyways.
say?
Right.
Look, this girl Mandy Baby 216. How did you get those screenshots? Said I got an inside whistleblower. We exposing the dark side of the FB and blowing the doors off this case. So women are not anonymous. You're putting these women in danger. Now, when I did that show last week,
Yeah.
I redacted everyone's face and everyone's name.
You did.
The men
Yep.
and women all together. I protected identities.
They
just
didn't care
wanted-
about the dude safeties though. She wasn't like, yeah, you fucking didn't block.
Yeah, she's
the
worried about
man's
women.
Face. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Fuck
said-
Tony.
yeah, right.
That might be one of Tony's girls.
Tony ain't see it coming, man.
And then she puts his
Fucking Tony.
address out, like like,
Check this out. It says everyone in my secret files were redacted. Faces and names.
my secret files. That's awesome.
Secret files.
Check this out.
Let's go.
Anna says, okay, that makes me feel a lot better. The amount of snitches I see in my group is crazy, and some of the women have actually gotten hurt.
Damn. And not one thing about the men at all. Like,
Not
fuck
one
those
thing.
guys.
Yeah, dude.
Like, tar and feather
The
that
men's
motherfucker.
lives they're destroying.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I know, because then they can't go home. You know?
Isn't the internet crazy? Like,
is.
these people are finding me. I said I never put people in harm. Just wanted to show my podcast fans the world of these groups.
Damn, you're a true vigilante.
Casey _the_queen. Because y'all motherfuckers are pieces of shit.
Damn.
For the most part, you can tend not to argue that.
Dude.
Those sites are like female incels. They'll be like, that guy's an incel. Like, that's the version, like the chick version of it.
I've been seeing the dudes do that to each other on the... I was talking about... you actually invited me to a group that's called...
the single moms thing or whatever?
Single moms. The single moms group.
Dude, which they only hit once in a while because they post a lot of stupid shit that makes... it's not even about single
It's a race
moms.
war.
And half the time they'll post some of those profiles, I'm like, damn, I'd swipe right or whatever you do.
Dude, I've said that. They call me an incel and all kinds of shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not an incel. Like, it's really crazy.
And I don't know. That site's also interesting for the comments though. I always end up like reading, just scrolling through the comments.
Dude, the comments is truly the place of the internet where you get to see real people having fun.
Yeah, well, like you get to see like real people, not somebody telling you like you have to be so censored. I feel like everything now, they'll even like even videos I watch on like YouTube, Facebook,
you go to
or whatever,
the comments.
They'll be censoring the stupidest shit that ain't even cuss words. Like he was drinking way too much, bleep, and you're like, why would you say? I
And
knew
then
he was
you
going
go
to
to
say
the
alcohol.
comments,
Like,
and it's like, piss in my face, please,
Yeah,
and
exactly,
in my cereal.
right.
It's really crazy. So like I don't know, yeah, the internet, it gets fun, bro. It's making it really fun.
Yeah, it's easy. People are easily decepted by things that they see on the internet, and like it just gets more crazy every day. Like,
yeah, it really is crazy. Another thing going on in the world of the internet is hold on. So all of our friends of the show, and you're gonna recognize it as a very big part of our show.
I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon.
I think all of us are starting to think that we hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon.
Yes.
Have you heard the news?
What is the news? Did he find his special spot?
Dude, the news of Vince McMahon right now is crazy. The internet is blowing up.
No shit. For all, I didn't see anything that's weird.
Are you serious?
I swear.
I got a whole file.
This is the best kept secret of
Check
the
this
internet
out.
this week, I think. Like exclusive.
So this is from Russell Ops on Twitter. More on the sex trafficking lawsuit via the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, for real?
Janelle Grant's lawsuit alleged that she met Vince McMahon in March of 2019 and was looking for a job after her parents had died. McMahon recruited people to have sex with Grant as well, including WWE's former head of talent relations, John something, and who is named the defendant in the lawsuit. In the suit, states that in May of 2020 encounter, McMahon defecated on her head during a threesome.
Damn.
McMahon alleged forcefully used sex toys on her, including dildos named after WWE wrestlers, causing her bruising and bleeding. The suit cited a July 2020 text that said others at WWE wanted to have sex with her after seeing photos on McMahon's phone, and the group laughed when he told them she may scream and try to say no, although it would be difficult to say anything with a C word right down your throat. And by C word, I mean a rooster.
A rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfucker.
So check this out. Here's another story that covers it. I do have text. I have the text.
Like the text from him to the chick?
Dude,
talking about his rooster?
Vince McMahon has gotten exposed.
Dude, Anthony was right, man. He knew it. Like,
he knew it.
Anthony always knew.
I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon.
So Janelle Grant, one of the women in Vince McMahon's NDA scandal, which happened a long time ago. Actually, that soundbite that we play of Anthony Miano saying that he hopes Vince Vince McMahon has a special place in hell.
Yeah.
That
the
was
one
over.
You just played twice now.
It was about Chris Benoit, is where he blew up.
Oh, that's what he's talking about?
But I brought up Vince McMahon years ago about the first time he had this NDA scandal get exposed. He's been getting called out since like right before the pandemic. Everything fell apart for him. And he ended up in these serious lawsuit cases because he was acting like Harvey Weinstein.
Well, he doesn't own WWE anymore, does he?
No, he had to give all of it up.
I heard
he
that.
passed it down. That dude that played Triple H.
Yeah.
Hunter Helmsley.
Yeah.
He
I don't think that's his real name.
That's not his real name. He's got
sure.
I forget what his name is, but he ended up taking over because he is married to Shannon McMahon.
Oh,
Stephanie, right.
Get your facts straight.
My bad.
Fuck with wrestling, man.
Right.
But like all this stuff happened years ago, and I've been following this case for a while. And Anthony was right. Maybe there should be a special place in hell for Vince McMahon.
Right.
Because this dude is like, he was Hollywood pimping.
Do you think Anthony Miano is actually Matt Groening, and he is in fact a time traveler, and he's telling the future?
I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon.
So Brock Lesnar told the victim that he likes what he sees, and after Lesnar obtained her phone number, he instructed the victim to send him a video of her urinating, after which he called her a bitch.
Damn.
Brock Lesnar is supposed to go to SummerSlam that's coming up, or WrestleMania, one of them big events for WWE and WWF fans and all that stuff. All of the pro wrestling world is looking forward to one of these big events like SummerSlam or whatnot.
It's called the Road to WrestleMania.
Yes.
So they do.
There you go.
They do the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And then they do WrestleMania. I'm pretty sure is how it goes.
Brock Lesnar is supposed to be there, and he had to call it off.
Oh, okay.
Because what he's getting wrapped up in right now, it's looking real. It's looking really real.
Yeah, all that looks really real.
So check out this these texts from Vince McMahon to this to Jeanette Griselda or whatever the fuck her name is. Hold on. Jeanette Grant.
That's the chick he was doing all this stuff to?
Jeanette Grant. Yeah.
Is she a wrestler? Is she like a wrestler?
No, she was just somebody on the outside.
Just somebody she met?
She was connected with Vince McMahon through her parents, and they were like, maybe he could give you a job because her parents had just died.
Oh, okay.
So she reached out and was like, yo, maybe I could get a job. I know you guys are connected. And he started hoeing her out.
Do you think he could do that to a wrestler, though? A wrestler chick? Like, they would fuck him up.
She's not.
I know
There's
that's
pictures.
What I'm saying.
I'll
It would
look
have
them
to
up,
be.
and I'll show you the pictures where it's like, you could tell this is just some innocent woman.
Right. No, it has to be. It ain't no China. Like, he ain't
Yeah,
like China, do this shit. Like, and that's happening.
This
like,
is
it had to be.
document 138 in whatever type of file this comes from.
The Bible.
Following the threesome on May 11th of 2020, McMahon sent an explicit message to Miss Grant that further detailed his fantasies of seeing her engaged in sexual relations. This is a screenshot of the text. I love it.
Nice.
That's you, Janelle. You just can't get enough, can you? In the future, it's going to be so bad that you'll demand to be fucked twice a day.
You gotta have
and not just.
You gotta get that voice, man.
Yeah.
You demand to be fucked.
You'll demand it.
And
McMahon.
The funny thing is, he's texting in character. I feel like.
I guarantee. Yeah, that's what you can
sounds
hear it.
like-
That's
yeah.
why I'm like, dude, you can hear Vince McMahon right there, bro. You love it, don't you, you little bitch?
Check this out. You'll demand to be fucked twice a day, and not just with blank redacted in a three-way.
That was Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the
Right.
name of the sex toy.
People are
I'll
thinking,
make you wish you were never born.
people are thinking, I think this is Brock, not with just Brock in a
Yeah.
three-way and me.
Dude.
76-year-old Vince McMahon that can barely
that's gotta be
walk.
the scariest thing a woman's ever walked into. Fucking Brock Lesnar's big ass,
Dude,
and then
the
fucking-
Well, I'd just be
Scariest
worried
thing
there was
ever.
nothing left before I got there. Brock would wreck that shit.
dude. Yeah,
If Brock wants it, he gets it.
Exactly.
yeah. He's like a fucking mountain lion over there. You don't even touch it. You,
A
you
bear.
wait in the turn.
That's
you wait
like a
in the
bear.
corner for your turn.
It's like if you ever watch like survival shows and you see the grizzly bears like slightly getting around the area, you're like, ooh, these people need to leave immediately. And then people are thinking, I need to get the fuck out of here immediately. When Brock Lesnar shows up, you're like, I got to get the fuck out of here. There's a
just
grizzly
carrying
bear
her around. She's playing dead. Like,
like a six pack.
maybe you'll put me down.
Check this out. With Brock in a three-way. Why not let others see the beautiful, voluptuous body and watch you shake uncontrollably when you come? They'll
I
go,
like the pause. When you come.
they'll go out of their minds. Then I'll find more friends who will tie you up. So you're helpless. I'll direct them, have their way any way they want.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, shit. Me too, Trump. Who can make you scream the loudest?
And this actually makes Trump sound like a good dude almost.
This shit is
Vince, it does, dude. Like, grabbing them by the pussy doesn't sound so bad,
Yeah,
does
right?
it?
That's all he's doing? That's nothing. You're
Right.
Brock Lesnar and McMahon.
Look, I'll direct them to have their way any way they want. Who can make you scream the loudest? Maybe I'll just line them up and have them squirt in your mouth. Your pussy. Pussey is how he spelled it. All over your tits and ass and all at the same time. You'll be covered in cum. It will make you eat it all and taste everybody's cum. The next morning, you'll be a little sore, but you're still going to want more. Bars. Bars.
Romance
After all
novel of
that,
the century.
fucking over and over, I'll be. And the message goes on. Oh, shit. Hold on. I accidentally,
And
like,
it goes on. Dude had a lot to say.
dude, he had so much to say.
He's pumped up on like cocaine and fucking steroids.
Look, read your last
Going on a
picture.
rant.
This is document 142. After the threesomes began, McMahon became more sadistic, and his fantasies focused on control, such as choking, sensory deprivation, pain, humiliation, and group scenarios in which Miss Grant was to be physically overwhelmed and subservient. Your last picture, you need your panties ripped off and 3 big black dicks.
What the fuck?
In you at all 3 holes and at the same time.
And not one of them be mine. I just want to watch awkwardly in the corner.
Cuckold.
Yes.
Way up your pussy.
Which I never understood that, man. What kind of fun is that? Like,
I don't know.
Sitting on the sidelines waiting to
That
get...
sucks, dude. Cuck stuff sucks.
Yeah.
I think it's a billionaire thing or some shit, dude.
Well,
there
they
was
get
another
bored.
billionaire guy
Yeah.
that did that shit. He like had his wife fucking some hotel fucking guy.
Who is that?
There was a documentary on it, dude. I can't remember his name. But it was a documentary about it, dude. Like this young guy, he was like the fucking pool boy or some shit.
Yeah.
And his cougar wife walks over like, hey.
Dude, there's a good show. I brought this up a few times on the podcast, but there's this show about old millionaire tycoon, the Gettys. The first Getty that made a fortune on oil. He ended up he blew up off of oil. So he controlled the market and he found out how to make his money circulate. It's called trust on FX. If you have access to FX like TV shows and whole series strictly from their platform, the show Trust, it shows you how billionaires live. And this dude had a harem. And it was always the young girls. It's kind of how we listen to how we hear the other guy from Inception.
Which
Leo
one?
DiCaprio. DiCaprio.
Leonardo
You know
DiCaprio.
how he stays with like anybody under 24?
25 or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
it's like 24, 25. He doesn't have a girl older than that
Yeah, they
ever
sniff
in his
that
life.
range, and he's like, "Look here, bitch."
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're at sniffing range.
He's
for
like, "I see
sure.
wrinkles under your eyes, ho."
But like, that's how this dude from Trust was. He had like all these younger girls, and it's a really wild story to watch how like rich people are weird about like sex stuff. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
They get descriptive about what the big Getty liked and how he lived, and it was weird. It was really weird and sad.
Sounds like it.
And that's what it looks like Vince McMahon is.
Dude, he's literally like directing like it's the WWE and this motherfucker like, you're going to take 3 black cocks.
Yeah, he's got this all planned out. And he has like the superstars to fulfill this fantasy.
Well, but I think they're all like that because even Hulk Hogan was caught up in some shit like that. With Bubba the Love Sponge or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, like banging his wife, like cuckold stuff. They just love it, dude. Like, and that's probably like in the wrestling scene. That's probably like a thing. And you said they were talking about sex trafficking on top of all this.
Well, this is a part of it because he was letting all of these people like Brock Lesnar smash his little new
against
girlfriend.
her consent.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what she's saying. That's what the suit is.
Gotcha.
But what's weird about this story is that everything that is in these cases and filed, you'll notice that her replies have never been added to none of this. So there's lawyers and all of this stuff going on to where like there's stuff hidden. People are saying like this girl was that was a part of her lifestyle.
Yeah,
that's what she was doing and going for.
Right,
she
which
made
I
it
assume
up the
you
ranks
find people
in
who do the stuff you want them to do.
any
right?
business.
Yeah.
Any business. There's a female trying to climb up the ranks at any means necessary.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And they will use sex as a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing that she replies to these wild texts that she's showing Vince sending. Check this out. You need 3 big black D's in all 3 holes at the same time. Way up your pussy and way up your ass as far as they will go.
As far as I can see.
but even farther. And the thickest cock goes down your throat. So it makes you gag and convulse.
The whole time I'm just imagining him with the microphone in the middle of the ring and everybody cheering and shit like, yeah.
Dude, I'm about to jack off in my seat right now just listening to this. The thickest one is down your throat till you gag and convulse as those big black cocks pound away. It feels like from the start you're being assaulted, but it made you come nonstop. Just one continuous constant orgasm, and just before you pass out, those big black D's squirt their loads. Their big load comes inside of you.
Man, them are some magic wands. And shit.
Dude.
I ain't never done nothing like that, little bitch. Like for real.
As you lay on your stomach and the cum is coming out of your holes, I'll turn you over and jack off all over you.
Vince McMahon lost his fucking mind, bro.
And although it's not funny if all that is true and it was like a
Dude,
situation,
I know, right?
but it's hard because it's Vince McMahon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Because you just showed the clip where he said Vince McMahon should be in hell, and then he's like got his son in the thing. Like, I wish you were never born. That's what I picture right there. Is like that girl, like, you're gonna get 3 big black cocks.
I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that's what's going on with Vince McMahon. I have some other stuff just for the beginning of the show. We got another 10 minutes before we go to a break. But there's okay, so I was actually sent this story by our boy T right here. He sent me the story about the girl from Saved by the Bell, Zach's girlfriend, Kelly. I can't remember. Kapowski.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Kelly Kapowski. Damn.
Yeah.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tiffany Thiessen. So she just turned 50 and she jumped on Instagram and she was like, I'm gonna show
Wait,
off.
she just turned 30?
50.
Oh, I was about to say, like, damn, there's no way.
50, which is crazy to me because she's only 10 years older than me.
I know, right?
And I'm like, damn, 10 years. Like when I was younger, she looked older. So I don't know how old she was.
Yeah,
back
because
in the
they were
90s.
older on Saved by the Bell.
So
that
10
was
years.
adults.
You
kind
think
of.
I'm like
People just
8?
look
I'm like
older in
7,
the
8 years old. She's like 18 on the show. You know what I mean? Supposed to be 14 or something like that.
How old would they be in high school?
Yeah, you think 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Like,
I know they did look like grown-ups on that show.
Yeah, dude, they were grown.
They
the whole
were
time.
grown-ups because they were like older. They were like 26, 27, maybe breaking through television, and they played teenagers. That was the story of all of the old TV shows.
Well, I don't know. Like they were younger, but I think people in the 80s looked older Because like Zach Morris was like a
They
cop.
did.
later
I
on,
mean,
you know what I'm
older
saying?
people did look older. Like
Yeah.
30-year-olds look like they were 50 today.
Them like neon green like hot pants. You know what I'm saying?
That's
All the
what-
workout gear. That shit made him look old as fuck.
Like the weird color. The
Yeah.
clothes. I actually like that
old
stuff.
school 90s shit.
Yeah.
Dude, the cups with
That
like
BK
that
Knight.
blue smear and the purple squiggly line.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I think I still have some of those cups in my house. Like,
I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, fucking Tiffany Thiessen posted on Instagram. She was like, I'm 50. Let me show y'all what you've been waiting 30 years for. I stole these off of her
man,
Instagram.
is it gonna be bad or good?
They're
Oh,
good.
they're good. Hell
They're
yeah.
good. Look
they're
at her.
always good though. That chick is
Kelly Kapowski has aged like fine wine, my
Yes.
friend.
Smoke show.
Yes.
Look at her. She's a
Tiffany
baddie.
Amber Thiessen.
And she was modest and innocent and kind of like gave you enough to leave your imagination at play.
Yes.
I love that.
Classy.
I love it. It is classy.
very Maxim. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is another picture she showed. It says, does this lipstick make me look 50? Hashtag 50 in 5 days. Golden birthday. Look how bad she is.
Yeah, you definitely don't think she's 50 years old, bro.
Bro, she is beautiful at 50.
Oh yeah.
Still looks like dude, she looks like a lot of, you meet women out there on dating sites. Tony knows about this. Tony knows that you meet chicks out there that are 50 and they look crazy. And then there's girls like this
Yeah.
that are just aging so good.
Well, like,
Kelly
what
was
are-
our childhood crush.
Right.
Like
exactly.
Topanga, Britney Spears.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
talked about
Which
a lot on the
Topanga's
show.
another one aged gracefully.
Great. I follow
Yes.
her on Instagram.
Yep.
So great.
For sure.
I mean, it's wonderful to see people.
It is,
Like
but I
this.
always think it's more interesting to see people who have aged poorly, unfortunately. Like, I'm always like,
Yeah.
damn, like, how'd they do that?
Damn, what happened
Like,
to them,
Yeah,
bro?
like, I'm sorry, dude. You live a hard life. Like,
Weinstein looking crazy these
yeah,
days.
right? Like, Bruce Jenner looks nuts. You know?
Yeah,
And
he
has
definitely's
done-
going back to Bruce lately. I seen pictures of him.
Yeah, right. I know. I saw that
He
too.
looking rough out there, bro.
Right? He didn't know what it was like to be a woman for real.
All right,
It's hard.
real quick. I found this on the internet. Andrew Langdon says, "Is it okay to have sex with a cat or a dog in the room? What do you say?" I grabbed this because I just thought it was interesting to talk about that. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you were like, you have pets, and does it feel weird when they're watching you,
Yeah.
or like your dog's at the foot of the bed?
Yeah, or they're standing there. You're like, get the fuck out of here, and then they like walk back up. They're checking it out. Like, what the
Dude,
fuck
they
are you
do.
doing?
They be sniffing in your.
like got to take the time to like go let the dog out, kick the dog out of the room.
The
Like,
cat starts walking around meowing and annoying you
Yes,
in the middle
cats
of
are
the
fucking
job.
annoying. Yeah,
Puke in your shoes.
right.
Fucking cats.
I've seen like
Right, you're having
yeah.
the best time of your life, and a cat will fuck that up. It knows.
Dude, I so I was on Pornhub, right? And I was looking
We know
for
you were.
Of course.
I was looking up like realistic like local stuff and trying to find like personally made videos.
Yeah.
And there was this video of this girl, she was playing with herself and her dog like got up behind her and started like getting in the way, and she like bullied it. It was like, get the fuck out of here. And then she kept going, and I was like, dude, this chick is hardcore. Like, I kind of like that.
It's gonna be nuts when they figure out translators for dogs. They're gonna be telling on people because like
like on the show Rick and Morty,
yeah.
when the Rick and Morty give the dogs the ability to speak and think.
Oh, for real?
And they just take over the world. They're like, y'all are fucking so
Yeah.
shitty to us.
Yep.
Dude, have you ever seen that Strays movie with
Dude,
Will
Strays
Ferrell?
is so good.
That was
shit
on the other
fucking
day.
hilarious, dude.
Like, I thought it was weird, like, because I didn't know what it was. So, like, I just played after some other movie.
Dude,
and then
it's
I'm like watching the
hilarious.
dogs, and they start cussing. I'm like, what? Like, I couldn't keep interested in it though for more than like 10 minutes.
Dude, the big thing about that movie is the actual whole real plot of the movie is that the shitty dog that this dude had, he hated, but it wouldn't leave him alone.
Okay.
He tried to get rid of it forever. It eventually became like sentient.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Big spoiler alert. Dude, the dog becomes sentient and he's like, yo, like, why does this guy love me? And then the other dogs tell him, like, well, he's a piece of shit. You should fuck him up. And he battles it forever because he's like,
dick off.
and then the whole point of the movie is for the dog to bite the guy's dick off.
Nah, bro. Nice, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what makes the movie so good because
Yeah.
that's what we need in the creative world today. I mean, that's genius.
Yeah. I feel like everything is so watered down now and everything is so like censored like that. Like even when I watch movies, I can't even get into the storylines no more because it always has to be like completely correct to what everybody thinks. And there's a million different opinions they're always trying to get at. And I feel like they're just doing too much. Just tell me a fucking story. If it's offensive,
That's the truth.
If it's offensive, I just won't watch it. You know what I'm saying? But if, whatever.
Yeah, you could choose what you want, what you watch. You know what I mean? It shouldn't
Exactly.
matter what they put into it.
Right.
All right, we'll be right back. We're going to come back with the news and some sweet videos for y'all. Hang tight, brother.
Is your son now at the age where he's curious about the human body? I guess you'll have to hide it somewhere else now. We'll be right back.
But you know what I do have for us right now that we could do? Usually I start off the show and I interview my guest. But before we kick off the interview, and I'm not going to force you into this, but Jarrod, you are forced into this.
What are we doing?
So I found
That's a little
this
gay.
on
Yeah. That's how most of my nights go, so I wasn't shocked. I'm sorry. You were not.
I'm like, that was a little gay. Like, ma'am, no, but
Yeah.
sir.
Right.
I'm always forcing boys into stuff. I found on TikTok and Amazon the world's most sour candy.
That's
The
not
world's most sour.
The world's
No,
most
what is
sour
it? She
candy.
said that ain't it.
That ain't,
You doing it?
And let's see. Do you want to do it?
You
I'm
want
gonna
to
see
do
what
it?
y'all do first.
That's
Come
not
on, you
fair.
can't do that. We all have to react at the same time.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we
That's
do.
how it works culturally.
It ain't gonna be shit.
Culturally.
No, statistics. Like, y'all haven't looked. Statistically, it's been proven that black people watch white people do shit first, and then we decide.
No, I know that's statistically true because it is always white people doing some dumb shit.
So,
For real.
I gotta follow the rules.
Your hands are tied on this one. I understand. Like,
I mean, if you force me, you saying the N-word. Like, just say.
Damn. I don't know if I can sign that contract.
right.
So I'm going to take one here, and now I'm about to pass one to Jarrod.
All right. It's
Watch
gonna
the
be really
cord.
that sour.
It's supposed to be. And then I'll leave the bag right here.
Oh,
Just
I
in
can
case.
tell it's sour because like how like crusty it is.
Crusty
how
and
it
dusty.
Yeah, like all that sugar on the outside.
okay.
That's all. Yeah, crusty like that too. But
I'm like, if I touch
also,
some crusty balls.
I mean, you probably have. I'm
Elise
sure.
is familiar with the crusty
I
balls.
think everyone in here has touched some crusty
I
balls
have been
once in a while.
Oh, no. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
Well, do that man a solid and put them blue balls in your mouth.
Oh, my God.
Right.
They are blue balls.
Too.
We'll pop them balls in our mouths.
Let's get these balls in our mouths.
2.5. 2 3/4. 3.
Not yet.
All right. It's starting to get me. All right. It's like a warhead.
Yeah. Like a warhead, it is a little more intense.
My eyes are watering.
Like, yeah.
346 minutes later.
I ain't gonna lie, I was chickening out on the show. I wasn't gonna do it, but here you go. And this blue is my favorite color.
It's a nice little hit.
And flour.
Guardian Roadside Solutions is ready to help with your roadside emergencies serving the greater Cleveland area. They have the knowledge and experience to get you back on the move quickly with staff available 24/7 to help with flat tires, tire damage, changes, fuel delivery, vehicle lockouts, dead battery, or new battery installs. If you find yourself or someone you know in this situation, call a Guardian at 440-833-6000.
I finished my cigarette as we head out from the bar. I count the number of mistakes made by my scars. Last leaf falls and no one notices. Fleeting love dies with the lotuses. I tend to get so homesick that it hurts. Yeah, I love this place, but it's the fucking worst. If home is where the heart is, then this home needs some repairs. Rip the walls and strip the floors completely bare. Because people are piranhas. We fiend for flesh and hearts. When someone sinks their teeth deep inside of you, they'll tear you apart. It's sink or swim, so do your best to stay afloat. Cling to your dreams, hold on to your hope. Because people are piranhas, we fiend for flesh and hearts. When someone sinks their teeth deep inside of you, they'll tear you apart.
Are you looking for a place to have custom t-shirts made for your business? Well, we have the place for you. Flathouse Press works with 100% eco-friendly material for all of you conscious folks. They can also put out orders in a fraction of the time large-scale competitors can. They are a fun, locally grown Cleveland original company. Go to flathousepress.com and check out the variety of party toys, headbands, and clothing in their catalog.
And although there might be a finite, crazy chicks like sticking hangers in their fucking vaginas, ripping 9 months old out of them, but that's not gonna happen on a huge scale.
You can't use a hanger for a 9-month-old.
Come on, dude, you can use a hanger for anything. You can use my fist on a 9-month-old. Like, right? You could probably kill a 9-month-old pretty fucking easy. To tell you the truth.
Like Freddie got fingered, you pull it out, swing it by the umbilical.
Right. Not that we're condoning killing babies.
Oh shit! Yeah, NoOutletLive does not support killing babies. Would you be comfortable with going out with your armless girlfriend? She's at like the fancy restaurant eating with her feet.
Me, because I don't care. I would be. I think I'd be good with that.
I think I would.
Like, you can have no arms. Just have a you know.
This chick's hotter than most regular models, I would say. I mean, she has that different look. She's hot.
No lie, she's cute chick, but without arms though.
Does that
like you're giving up hand jobs? Like keep that in mind.
Foot jobs are there.
Okay,
and they're probably better.
Foot jobs never really did it for me though, so
maybe hers are really good.
They have to be, you know. She's compensating.
No, the top game is crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like a T-Rex getting it.
Oh, sorry. Did we keep you waiting like the bartender when you want to close your tab? Well, welcome back to No Outlet Live.
It's your boy, Jeremy Tomesek, your favorite host on the North Coast, and I'm accompanied by your friends, Jarrod, Stover, and also our other friend, T the Beast.
Oh, wait. I always forget I have to do a third one now.
Yeah, so let's just jump into the news, shall we?
Let's go.
No Outlet News.
All right, so on our first story of the day, top UN court orders Israel to prevent genocide in Gaza, but stops short of ordering ceasefire.
Okay.
Now, this is what's going on in Gaza. Legislation is finally getting passed, and all of the people that are protesting and all this stuff, that all the word that's going on about this whole, the way the war restarted and such, like, the war has always been there, but let's say now it's at like a big level, like it has been several times. Government is starting to look at it, and they had to say this.
Indicates the following provisional. For these reasons, the court indicates the following provisional measures. 1. By 15 votes to 2, the State of Israel shall, in accordance with its obligations under the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide in relation to the Palestinians in Gaza, take all measures within its power to prevent the commission of all acts within the scope of Article 2 of the Convention. In particular, A, killing members of the group, B, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, C, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part, and D, imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group. The state of
So it's looking like certain things are being recognized, right?
Right.
That it seems like Israel is really going a little overboard on Gaza and the Palestinians.
For sure. For sure.
You know me as the being a guy that's for some reason I have an addiction on watching what's going on with military. I love watching military stuff.
Yeah, you do.
And one thing I've always noticed is that throughout history, you get to see one thing on TV, and then later on, 10 years down the line, you see these military guys, they say the story of what's going on.
Exactly.
I'm wondering what our military is going through right now dealing with this in particular.
Like, this is our military saying this to them? Or
No, this is the UN.
The
this
UN,
is
gotcha.
This is the UN, which we are a part of, and we like fund the most of. But they're saying like, yo, Israel's going a little hard on Palestine. And
They are, for sure.
We have always been diehard, and we created Israel.
Okay.
We created that. So our military is behind Israel no matter what.
Yeah, that's how we get a lot of
The
like Israel
UN
propaganda.
We fund the whole UN.
Yeah.
And now the UN is like, yo, Israel's doing a little bit over here.
Well, I think they say
They're saying genocide.
Well, they're saying genocide because so they fly over the wall, they kill 1,200 people or whatever. Then Israel has been bombing so much. They said they killed something like 26,000 people, but only 9,000 of those people were Hamas. So like
exactly.
they're just bombing
it's a lot
just
of citizens.
everyone. Yeah,
it's citizens
that
of
is
Palestine.
Like, yeah. So that's why they're trying to state the case that it's genocide because they're like, you know, and in Gaza, Israel holds a land, air, and sea blockade. So they only give them like just rations of their food. Like there's 3 billion people and it takes 1,000 calories a day to survive.
Yeah.
And they'll just let that in per day. And they're starving the people out and shit. There's a lot of shit going on over there.
And then they tell citizens they could go to Egypt, and then when they get towards Egypt, they just start bombing them.
Yeah, like we're only gonna bomb up north. So if you're smart, you'll go south, and they start bombing south. Like that shit was crazy too.
Yeah, like tricking the national people of Palestine, which aren't all Hamas. Hamas is another thing, like ISIS or whatever. It's like a gang.
Thing.
It's like having a gang in a city.
Well,
that's like coming to the U.S. and saying, oh, you know, these Bloods, they're a little crazy out there in the streets. Let's start targeting the areas they're at, and then telling everybody else, oh, go here. And then we just nuke them all. Like, it's crazy.
Well, the other thing is those people didn't vote Hamas into power. They say like only 2% of the population was old enough to vote for Hamas. So those people don't even want it there, and they're just like, could you imagine being like, I don't really want Biden in the White House, and people are just constantly bombing us the whole time. And we're like,
I can't
dude, get this
imagine that
asshole out of here. Like,
I feel like we're dealing with the same fucking thing, but just in a different way.
Right.
Because like we're getting bombed by Biden.
Yeah.
But for real, did the most votes ever happen in an American election happen for this senile fucking guy?
I know, right? Yeah. That's crazy.
That dude can't even babble a sentence.
Dude, it's nuts. It really is crazy.
Like they were like, dude, we just hate this guy so bad. We're gonna put like a little girl hair sniffer in the White House.
Like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
like as long everything is on the table as long as it's not grabbing pussy.
But it looks like people are starting to realize, like, yo, like maybe.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. Like,
maybe we should give some love to Palestine
because they didn't make. That's why I don't really watch the news like that no more, man. Because it always seems like it's so focused on giving you what they want you to see.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? Like those when I seen everything happen with Israel, it was all about what they did.
Yeah.
What the Hamas had did to them.
Well, it started with like they had like a festival, like a techno rave going on, and they came down through like propeller.
Yeah, I seen that shit, dude.
Propeller things, but like, the more I look at, I've always watched military stuff, and I pay close attention to what the military guys say. This sounds like something that could have been put on by our military. Like they could have paid and started a group in Palestine where they're like, yo, we're going to do this on this date and we're all going to follow through. And this is how you're going to do this and that. And they know how to speak their language and their way of living. And they speak to these people, the poor people of Palestine, and then talk them into making that event happen. I think this is going to be a deep thing. We're going to hear about it in 10 years in movies and like documentaries.
That's how it always happens.
Interviews where guys come out and they're like, yo, I was kind of inside and we made Palestine come in paragliders and fucking shoot up a rave to make this really pop off.
Well, nothing goes into Gaza that they don't want, that Israel doesn't want to go in there. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they can even get those supplies to do that is kind of, they're kind of saying that's kind of can't be true. Because even like the tunnels that they say they built, Israel built all that, like, and they just police the streets of Gaza. It's like it's the world's biggest open air prison. Is what
Dude,
they call
Gaza
it.
has been a serious weird thing going on since Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Barack Obama bombed Gaza Strip in a wild way, and nobody remembers or wants to recall that. To where he went, sent our people to Gaza and just exploded the whole thing.
Yep.
For Israel.
Yeah.
And now like it's continuing.
Yep.
Did he do it, or I thought he just didn't say shit about it or something?
I think
He
that was
did
more
it
the case.
and didn't say nothing about it
I
at
think
the same time.
Israel, was it Israel that was bombing the Gaza Strip, and then but Obama had like
It was
pretty much
Obama
nobody
that like
stepped in.
Obama was in there, and I'm pretty sure what the story was that people say that he funded all of that to make sure Israel could do a serious strike in Gaza.
Okay.
And all these people are like, I don't know. It's weird. Because when you look at the rest of the world, like if you go to Europe is like the United States, except for every state is a country.
Right.
So when you live in Palestine and Israel, that's like being in Georgia and Florida.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're butting heads. All them people mix. That whole thing is one thing. And I don't like that we're siding with any of them. Let them figure it out. That's not our problem.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Well, they know it's not our problem either because we're pumping all that money into Ukraine.
Dude, we're pumping money a little bit everywhere because our military is everywhere but home.
Oh, yeah.
While the whole thing with like the border is going on with Biden.
Right. Yeah, which that's going to be kind of crazy to see the outcome of that. Like,
You
dudes out here talking shit.
started getting a little cherry cheeked when I said that. It started warming your blood.
Oh, yeah. I know I'm ready to go to the border right now. Like, get out of here, you crazy assholes. Shooting them off with a broom and shit. Like,
They're saying there's going to be a civil war. It's supposed to start today.
We'll see. Because, it is today.
It's today because Texas won't take down like razor wire that they put up everywhere.
Yeah.
And the federal government was like, Biden was like, yo, the federal government said to take that shit down. And all of Texas is like, nope.
Yep.
We're tired of this shit.
Like, we have more wire than you have wire cutters. So.
Yeah. But Biden's saying he can send like the National Guard at them. That's our first line of military.
Yeah, but to send military against your own people, like that's definitely instant war right there. Like
That's
you can't do that.
That's civil war.
Yeah.
No, that's not the first time they've ever done that. You did, they could show up. You know, it's called what do they call it? Locking down or whatever.
Who was
martial law.
Martial law. There you
Yep.
go. Yeah.
I mean, was it Kennedy's wife that was busting through people's doors with tanks, like in L.A.? Like,
No, that's not Kennedy. That's
I was gonna say Lincoln. Like I was just going farther and farther. Reagan, right?
Yeah, that's Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was he took the war on the West Coast against drugs that he was funding.
Yeah, which is awesome that our government does that, and everybody's like, yeah, we definitely need to keep voting for these people. This is the way, guys.
You're like, let me show you how to make a crack rock out of cocaine.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I'm about to fuck you up for it.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna destroy your community.
Half the people who voted for him were in their underwear making fucking rock like in New Jack City.
But there's like a lot of people that do still today. I've heard people in my lifetime say they stood with Reagan.
Yeah, dude, Reagan has a lot of good like speeches and stuff. He's good at pumping the people.
He was
up,
also
for
like
sure.
a super racist and caught on like secretive tapes.
Everybody was a racist back then, and even now, older generation is still like what they call racist.
I agree.
But you know what
I
I'm saying?
agree.
But it's kind of like you're not going to change those people's minds. Like it's useless. They're always like, you're letting that happen. I'm like, dude, I've been saying shit for years. I told them that wasn't cool. I can't tell that man what to do though.
Yeah, if you were born before the 80s, I think you're kind of racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's when you kind of weaned off because we grew up in the 90s when they kind of changed everything.
Everybody
we were
mixed
watching
in.
Vanilla Ice. You know what I'm saying? Like MC Hammer with the baggy pants and shit.
Oh yeah,
Smoking
Yo
ice.
MTV Raps,
Right? So we grew up, different.
Yeah.
As far as the whole martial law in Texas, though, man, they don't play down there. Like, they have their own groups
They
of,
really
like,
don't.
border patrol.
Yeah.
Like, they're not groups that are government funded. They're their own groups of people. Like, they roll around on buggies and shit and, like, patrol the border.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Dude, it's a real job. If you
Yeah.
go to Texas and you want to be border security, dude, that's a serious fucking job.
Right.
Especially right now. Because I just saw a video earlier. I didn't submit it today, and I thought about it. But there's like videos of these. They're showing where they're holding the line at against like the administration of America, telling them, take down your defense systems. Dude, they're showing these camps that are unbelievable. I mean, there's like, it's like a sea of like 50,000 people camped.
Yeah.
Right at the line.
Okay.
They're
I
like,
thought that
they're
was
there.
crazy because they were like, yeah, the government's sending out the reserves, and Texas was like, we got reserves too, motherfucker. It all came out. I was like, damn, dude, all right.
they do. They got Joe Rogan out there. He's gonna be leg kicking people.
Right. While he's
listen.
giving him like the gift of knowledge and wisdom.
Let's move on. We talked enough politics.
Yes.
Kim Jong-un Kim Jong-un has made a decision to go to war with South Korea. He'll pull the trigger. In quotes. This is from express.co.uk news. Kim Jong-un has decided he wants to start a war with South Korea again. That's another place that we are heavy at. Kim Jong-un has already decided to send his country to war with South Korea, as the North Korean leader has sent warnings far beyond, in quotations, what he usually deploys. Experts have warned. On New Year's Eve, Kim warned that a realistic reality as he laminated the confrontational military actions by the enemy forces. His comments came as tensions with neighboring South Korea continued to simmer while Kim has been known to make extreme threats. Two experts believe that Kim's last warnings should be taken seriously. This is him out there marching at their capital.
At their capital?
Yep.
I thought they don't go past the border, though. They just,
No, there's the capital of North Korea, and there's the capital
Well,
of...
yeah, I understand. I thought you meant they were in South Korea right there. Like, he just marched straight up and was like, to their front door, like, knocked.
Well, no, we're
"Where's
there.
your leader?"
But they're trying to start to declare a war. This has been going on since the 50s, and the Kim Jong-un is the grandson of Jim Kun-un.
Kun Jim.
We do not know when or how Kim's plans to pull the trigger, but the danger is already far beyond the routine warnings in Washington. Seoul and Tokyo said that about Pyongyang's provocations. And that obviously up here, that's Pyongyang.
So what did he actually say though? He was like, "We're gonna go to war," or it sounds like you said he's like
making threats.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying that he's starting to like he's amping up his military, and
Right.
it seems like it's a little more realistic because he said, Kim said there's a realistic reality as he laminated the confrontational military actions by the enemy forces. And he started this like this coalition. I know that's somewhere down here. The DPRK. So in other words, we do not see a war preparation themes in North Korean media appearing since the beginning of last year as a typical bluster for the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. So he stopped like promoting that he's trying to fuck with us.
Yeah.
He's actually kind of trying to hide right now because
Right.
he's got some ready. And for ever since Biden's staff took over the White House, he started that shit back up that he started to do with Trump. And then like you remember when Trump showed up in North Korea and he was the first president to step over the border and hold hands with Kim, and he walked through there and they brought him in North Korea. He settled the shit, and the second Biden got in, this dude started sending nuclear missiles back in the air again.
I know a lot of people were like, yeah, we know that's just a puppet in the White House, and like, I don't care what anybody says, like, oh, you can't rule with a strong fist, but you can't be weak either.
Exactly.
And, like, people are watching, and when we look
Being
weak,
weak,
that's when they're coming in.
That's when they come for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's a better way to do it if you watch UFC or boxing?
Yeah.
When somebody shows a little bit of weakness, that's when you know somebody comes in and puts in 110% to knock you the fuck out.
Well, because like it's like a wounded animal. Like America is like a wounded animal, and they see that shit. Like as soon as they smell that blood, like they're coming.
I agree.
Yeah, the whole pulling out of Afghanistan shit was like the first step.
Sissy moves.
That was the first step.
Yep.
As soon as they did that, that's when Russia started fucking like they were like, oh, fuck them.
Right. They just called Afghanistan.
America, who?
All our,
Talking about all this. All we're worried about is like, you know, equality with gays and all this stuff is what's going on over here. You know what I mean? It's like more about a social shit than it is about, you know, political real shit that's going on in the world.
You know, another political thing going on in the world right now is
Kanye
West can no longer chew food as his $1 million titanium teeth cause painful dental issues.
Say it ain't so. This guy.
He bought these like fangs, these weird fucking.
They look fucking terrible.
It's not separated teeth. It's one big giant piece of titanium.
Well, I don't think he bought them. I think he was part creator of whatever type of teeth he came out with.
Yeah, that shit looks like some jacked Wolverine type of shit.
Yeah, because it's like Jaws from 007.
That's what it kind of looks like.
That's
yeah.
I think that's what they based the company off of or whatever.
That's it. That's his teeth right there.
Okay.
That is crazy, bro. And for him to like, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about Kanye. A lot of times he's all over the news and tabloids with ridiculous stuff right before he drops an album. It's kind of weird how that works, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he definitely uses the publicity of being crazy to his advantage for sure.
Yeah, and I dude, this looks like the foil teeth you put on your teeth from Chipotle.
When I was a kid and shit.
Yeah. You remember that? When you take the foil,
take the foil off the gum. With that shit on your teeth. Shining.
Doesn't that look like it?
Yeah, for sure.
That doesn't even look like a good $1 million set of teeth.
Right, it doesn't at all. It said titanium, though. Like
I've seen grills that I thought were like dope. I would wear that.
How do you spend that much money on titanium in your mouth, though? Like,
yeah,
that's got to be heavy as hell. Like, that must be why it hurts, because it's so heavy on his mouth. Because, like, in order to be, it would have to have diamonds in it or something to be, like, super expensive, which I don't see. Maybe on the bottom it looks like it could be.
Well, I don't know.
But
they said that's $1 million.
It just looks like a straight plate.
Well, it says it in European money in
it says
in this article. It says in pounds. It's 667,000 pounds, and I don't know what that converts to. I'm pretty sure our money is worth more, so maybe it'd be cheaper.
Why did you say $1 million when you read it the first time?
Yeah.
Well, because I just wanted to. Everybody can see it. Whatever. But like,
I don't think our money's worth as much as you think.
I think it actually says. I actually think it says later on in the article that they were $829,000.
Okay.
Exactly in American money.
In American.
So why is the denomination so much less in pound
exchange rate?
Yeah.
Our dollar is worth more than the euro,
pound.
The pound.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Yeah, so I was like kind of right. It's like $1 million teeth, right?
Oh, sort of. I mean, yeah, what's a couple $100,000?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Kanye, right?
Right.
890, 1 million, whatever.
I think it's crazy that you would put something in your mouth like that's not removable. Like maybe make that a pop on.
Oh,
like,
you're right. Kanye West new $850,000.
Oh, 850, yeah.
Experimental titanium teeth are fixed and permanent.
Okay.
Right. But I think it's funny because it says in this article, like later on, that he was the founder of the company that made this groundbreaking like surgery, because nobody else has that but him.
Okay.
Oh, he says his teeth will lead to even more detrimental. This is a doctor talking about his issues he could be dealing with his teeth.
Yep.
He could be oral health issues that have a lot to do with TMJ.
Yeah, well, he already has a fucked up jaw because of
the car accident.
Accident and shit. Yeah.
Well, and they said it causes a lot of bacteria and infection.
Oh yeah,
like,
I guarantee
in
that.
your mouth, like from having that.
Not brushing your fucking teeth.
The
and
doctor
shit.
says I'll do
Right.
whatever it takes to
Brush it with,
save
like, polish,
every
buffer.
single
Right.
tooth. To pull teeth out for a trendy procedure is irreversible and it will forever affect your life. So he had his teeth pulled.
Oh, he has
to
no
put this
teeth
in.
at all. Okay, so all right.
Yeah, because it's like implanted into his actual into his gums.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, they're dentures.
And then it says that his daughter was out stunting her new gold fronts or whatever, standing next to her dad with the broken up titanium teeth or whatever.
Oh my god.
So I guess he didn't learn his lesson. He's like, oh yeah, I'll just get the younger generation on this shit too.
This guy, this same doctor, Dr. Thomas Connelly, helped manufacture and fit these dentures. Dr. Thomas is well known for working on a number of celebrities in the past, including artists Post Malone, Lil Yachty, and Odell Beckham.
It's quite a list of people.
Yeah, he's getting money.
All people with probably horrible teeth, because anybody who puts grills in, that shit just catches so much shit.
Do they
and
do
your
that
teeth
to
just
not
rot.
brush no more?
Have you ever seen Lil Wayne's teeth? Like that picture of Lil Wayne where it's
Without a grill?
Without a grill.
No.
He kind of looks like a gremlin, real little knobby
Little
teeth
nubs.
and fucking and
Well,
they're all
that's how they
black
give
and
you
shit.
veneers.
Yeah, but
They shave your
you know-
teeth into fangs.
Well, that's cool, but a grill, you buy yourself a grill and it just wrecks your mouth.
Yeah, dude.
Beyond repair.
And you'll die. You'll die from the bacteria in your mouth.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's a very big possibility.
Is it? I don't know that much. I'm not a dentist.
My grandmother's brother, I knew him very
so
well.
You know everything
Dude,
about the dental game.
That dude's teeth was wrecked and it fucked around and gave him cancer.
Damn. All right.
Because you're just swallowing that bacteria all day, every day.
Yep.
You're swallowing saliva, and if you get all that bacteria in your mouth, if it gets so bad, then you're projecting that bacteria to your whole body.
Hell yeah.
I
don't want to think about that, really.
It's disgusting. It's so terrible.
Brush your teeth, folks.
Right. That's not even a fun way to die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. That
You
totally
get septis
sucks.
from not brushing your teeth.
I hate fucking toothaches.
Oh yeah, that's just the worst, man. Fuck
Check
that.
this out. In mytechnews.com, they say jellyfish-shaped UFO displays transmedium capability.
What is transmedium?
A jellyfish-shaped UFO has taken the internet by storm over the past few weeks, so much so the United States Department of Defense has been forced to comment on the matter, reportedly obtained due to a leak at the Pentagon. The Defense Department's statement acknowledges the existence of the video, but fails to offer any more due to the sensitive nature of the topic. So there's this video of this thing. We've been following this for a little while. This is this little fucking weird thing.
That
Just-
jellyfish thing?
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about? Okay.
And this is in Iraq, I think it says.
Yeah, so this is out there in the Middle East.
Looks like it could be a drone or some shit.
Yeah, it looks like a drone.
Well, it looks totally like AI.
Yeah.
And I feel like, dude, my whole life, we've had all the alien shows where they're like, oh, there's something over there, and all of a sudden now we're catching these things on camera now, after
Yeah.
all this time, cameras were slower back then or something.
I don't know, bro. The more I get older, the more I see all this stuff, and I think about the Terminator and John Connor.
Yeah,
dude.
right. Where the fuck are they now?
Yeah. That shit looks like
They're
a fucking
coming,
Star
dude. That's
Wars
what this
robot or some
it
shit.
is. This is like Star Wars.
That's exactly what it looks like, a fucking Star Wars robot.
A little bit, yeah.
Look at the dogs.
It's weird.
Like George Lucas made a better Star Wars character than the actual alien itself.
It's weird. It's weird stuff, dude. Yeah, so they're starting to, the government is acknowledging these things and they're not reporting on it because they're investigating.
But why would it take them so long to acknowledge all the other shit that we had? You know what I'm saying? And aliens are kind of a trendy thing right now. Like everybody's like, "Oh, I saw an alien." Now there's 100 videos of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it makes
I feel
me
like
wonder,
a lot of that shit is faked and like trying to make people
it is.
think
And I
about that
wonder
shit.
the same thing that I was talking about earlier. Our military in 10 years is going to come back, and these guys are going to get a little fed up with hiding the secret.
Yep.
They're going to be like, all that shit y'all was seeing was just, this was internet and broadcasting warfare.
Oh yeah.
They send a balloon over here. We send a drone to look like Star Wars through their shit.
Right. I mean, it's television. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not real.
Yeah. Tell it.
Yeah.
Tell your own vision
Yes.
to everyone.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Damn, that's deep. I like that.
Yeah.
Television.
That's
bro.
a fucking quote right there.
A furious Taylor Swift is reportedly considering taking legal action after lewd AI images circulate on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Right.
I seen a couple of these pictures, and I promise you, when I found this news story, I looked everywhere on the internet. They're gone.
Really?
The pictures are gone. I can't find them.
There's a lot of different
I looked
celebrities
everywhere.
out there, though. She scrubbed that shit. She's like, no one's seen it. That's power right there.
Dude, I looked everywhere for these AI pictures. I know I saw one because there's a picture of her on an NFL field, and she's painted in the Kansas City colors.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of like fans
See, that's
wearing
funny,
Kansas
though.
City like paint, and they're fucking her in the butt while she's doing like
funny.
like a peace sign, like hey, Taylor Swift at the game. And it looks so real.
And Vince McMahon
But it
knew.
also looks so funny. Yeah, Vince McMahon, dude.
I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon.
And Taylor Swift's AI enemies.
I always see like I'll see the AI photos, like the sexy photos of the celebrities, and it always comes up as Billie Eilish with their boobs hanging out. Like, but I don't think I've ever seen her. Like, you know, but it's only Billie Eilish. Like,
Yeah, that's what I think that story is. A whole lot of that. China claims they have manufactured a high-speed dream bullet that's able to change directions. You
No
remember
way.
that movie?
the
Want
fuck
it?
out of here.
Wanted.
Yeah.
Wanted. Where they got the rifle and they're on the train. That's his first kill, and he has to learn how to twist the bullet. Shoot the pistol like that.
Spoiler
and the,
alert.
And the bullet spins. Dude, this guy, Angelina
showed-
Jolie, my boo.
There's actually
Shoddy.
I recently seen like a video of some people trying to really do that shit in real life. They were trying to get the bullet to curve
Yes.
around.
Well,
Spin
China
the
just
gun.
figured that shit out. They're first for everything.
They found out it's a dream bullet, bro.
That is like that
And
ain't a
China's
bullet I
got
want
the-
to see.
China's got the dream bullets.
Bro, I hope that they ain't got it in a fucking LMG. That's the last thing you want to fucking see is the dream bullet in the LMG.
Dude, that thing's going everywhere.
Wherever it wants, like
Well, I
Usually, like,
imagine if they can make it go around corners now, that they will give it heat-seeking technology on top of it, so that it'll chase your
Dude.
ass like that.
Dude.
Shit would be nuts. Like,
Scary. And then like the dog robot
Yeah.
with them bullets.
Oh yeah,
Have you seen them
them
dog
dog
robots?
robots are gonna fuck us up, man.
Dude, we are done. We are done. The second I say anything about the presidential leader or anything that we talked about tonight, the
Oh, yeah.
robot dog just walks in like, I heard your broadcast from the street.
Right.
Get out with your hands up, T.
Like we thought it was gonna be iRobot. It's definitely a dog robot world out here.
Dude, for real. Dog robot trumps all.
Bow down to your dog.
All right. Let's jump into some video. Have you ever been up close and personal with an aggressive deer?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah. We were walking like when we used to live in Walton Hills or whatever. We were walking like over by the Metro Parks or whatever, and a deer came out of the woods and was just following us, and then we'd stop and turn around and it would stop, and then we'd walk forward like the ghost on Mario Brothers or whatever, you know, as long as you're facing him, he's gonna stand there. But then he got real cocky, and I like picked up some rocks off the side of the road, started throwing them at him like, get out of here.
Dude,
You know?
that's crazy that you say that, because when I lived with you in Walton Hills, one time I was walking from our spot to Dame's house, right?
That's the same place I was going to. Me
Bro,
and Zach
there's
were
a
going.
big factory, right? And the factory is way back. And
You
there's
guys are
just
talking about the same fucking deer.
Dude,
It probably had to be because
we
they're the
are
same
talking
walk.
about the same deer. It's the same walk.
Y'all was on his fucking block.
Right? Like, he didn't like no rocks, though. That got him to go away. But
dude, check this
he was
out.
flexing.
I remember walking by myself, and I looked over, and it was nighttime, and the factory's in the distance past this field, tall grass, but a big open field, and I see 2 deer. There's one little bitch ass deer, and there's one that's growing. It's like seasonal antlers, and this is like a 10-point buck out here in the distance, right? But I can see it's just the silhouette of this deer because the factory is behind it with the lights outside.
Right.
So I see this deer like off at this field, and I thought to myself, I was like, man, what will this deer think if I just stop and I turn my body in like its direction and just look at it? This motherfucker wasn't playing. He started stomping his foot and then came sprinting at me, dude.
Fuck all that.
If nothing else.
Dude, this shit was so scary. So he's sprinting at me through this field, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, holy shit, like this deer's about to fuck me up. And there's a overpass that I have to run up to and then over to get to like this Section 8 projects, right? So I'm running up to it, and this deer is getting there. I mean, he's closing the distance.
He's a fucking deer, bro.
Dude, he's about to fuck
Yeah.
me up. This is a big ass deer. And
did you hear the footsteps behind?
I-
You was freaking out, wasn't you? Just hear them fucking gallops. You like, what the fuck?
Dude, it was so fucking scary. But like I ended up making it to the overpass, and when it noticed that I got past, like, you know how like overpasses have like a fence there?
Yeah.
Once it saw that I got to like the fence area, I think it stopped. I remember looking back and it quit. It was like, you're too far for me to go. It knew its safe area was that factory.
Yeah, you made it close to those cars and shit.
Dude,
That's the
it was
worst
like
enemy.
The Walking Dead.
Smart ass fucking deer.
It was like, fuck that. That's where them one things with the lights on.
I watched too many friends.
Reggie
die
got
down there.
fucked up.
I watched too many people die down there. Buddy, kid, you don't know what I've seen. Yeah, but that shit was crazy. This guy dealt with
If this don't have
something-
anything to do with the deer, I'm like, why do we talk about it?
Get the fuck out.
Oh yeah, fuck that deer.
Holy shit, bro.
Deer throwing hands.
Is that a deer or a kangaroo? Confused.
Hold on, let me take off some of our camera stuff.
I was joking.
So that everybody can see what's going on here. This is so crazy.
Get the fuck out.
I said, get the fuck out of here.
Holy shit,
Right.
bro.
Dude, I've never been that close and personal. And it's kicking him.
I'm piecing that motherfucking deer, bro.
I was gonna say I'd throw at least a jab here and there.
It's getting hit with something, bro.
That deer's throwing those slow left hooks. You know what I'm saying? You just bob a little bit, hit him with a 2-piece, and be on your way.
This guy just dug in his pockets and gave me everything. He emptied his pockets out and gave me everything. That's crazy. I guess there still is some good in this world.
That's a terrible video. It's fucking truly terrible.
That's how it is, though. There ain't nobody emptying their pockets.
Dude, check this out. This is a chiropractor.
Ordila. Oh! Ordila.
Dina. Guess who's about to be signing up for chiropractor visits? The guy was sticking his fingers right in her butthole and or her pussy. His fingers are deep in it. That area
They're in
isn't
something.
that area is pretty close together. The butthole and the pussy. That's a very close proximity. His fingers are all up in that, and he crunched her bones chiropractor style by fingering your wife.
From the inside. It is talent.
Amazing. I'm about to learn how to be a chiropractic practitioner.
Yeah, right. It looks fun.
Dude. Looks super fun.
Okay, Lauren, I got a joke for you. Are you ready? I know. You're the best. Okay, you know the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean is? I never had a garbanzo bean on my face.
You have to say it, though, because I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
I know it's a garbanzo bean into something.
You know, actually, the feed out of the studio, this is like inside baseball. They don't hear that on the video. We hear like a little bit of a disruption in our audio. So this guy said, what's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
What?
I'm waiting.
I know, I'm like, wait a second.
He said, I never had a garbanzo bean on my face. Check out this chick that he says
All right,
it to.
that's funny, though.
Okay, Lauren.
Oh, hold on, Lauren. This is Lauren. Oh,
I know.
damn it. Let me scroll. Try right there. He looked at Lauren and he thought, this is the day. This is the day I say the most lewd thing I can to this Hooters waitress, or was that showhole? I don't know what the fuck that shoveler.
It's the show hole.
The show hole. The show hole sports bar and grill.
Perfect place to do this.
Yeah, dude. I guess maybe he was right. He was correct with
This is the opportunity.
Yeah, at the show hole.
He's trying to gain access to the
Okay,
champagne.
Lauren, I got a
room,
joke for you. Are you ready? I know. You're the best. Okay, you know the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean is? I never had a garbanzo bean on my face.
She said, shut the fuck up. She didn't want to hear all that.
Right. Who does? Everyone. I'm going to tell it anyway. What is that? A dude stuck in a car?
So check this out. This dude had a tumor on his brain. When they open up your skull and they start poking around your brain to investigate what's how they can do the procedure, they never do that by putting you to sleep. For some reason, they can put you to sleep for all surgeries, but when they fuck around with your brain, they can't give you that anesthesia.
Fuck all that.
And they wanted this guy, while they're investigating the tumor in his brain, to be active.
Yes.
He was a guitarist. So he plays guitar while they open his skull up and poke around in his brain.
Nice.
To investigate this tumor.
Does he know, like, can you feel that?
I guess you can't feel
I wouldn't
it.
imagine they could. They have like
They numb your skull and then they cut it out.
Yeah, it's like it's an anesthesia, but it's like something they would shoot into it, you know, like with a.
Well, they
needle.
just kind of
saying, like an epidural type thing or
Yeah, they
some
would like
shit?
numb it.
Yeah.
You know what
They
I'm
numb
saying?
it.
Right, exactly.
But it's not like an epidural where like, well, I guess it would be because they're fully
take the edge
functional
off.
and normal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I guess like epidural doesn't get you high, does it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I never had one. That's a female thing, then.
All right, you have to ask.
Hey.
If we have
Well,
any female listeners.
Isn't that what Steve-O just did on his new special? Took an epidural and tried to ride a bike.
That sounds
and
like
then
shit
and then he
Steve-O
fell
would do.
asleep.
Well, yeah, but I'm not like, oh, I didn't have my my annual epidural this year. You know what I'm saying? That's not usual.
But yeah, this guy from Florida. It's another Florida man. It's always Florida man.
It's always.
He was playing his guitar while they worked on his brain.
He plays like Metallica 1. Darkness impersonate me.
Oh shit.
And that's
It was
him
just,
after
like,
the surgery?
Like out of this world, like to just like wake up and like have people like actively like working inside of your head is kind of an insane feeling.
He
That's
played
awesome,
Deftones and System of a Down so that they
Nice.
could see the activity of his brain. That was pretty neat, right?
Yeah. So he was awake the whole time.
Yeah, dude.
Like, just he felt that shit. He was like, "Oh yeah, they're just taking out a part of my brain."
He was like,
not me."
"This rules." Like,
He's like, "I'm gonna play some Deftones around the fur. You guys heard this one?
Whatever." Sing along with me.
Yeah. Right.
The beer brewed here, it is used to make the brew beer in this refinery. Oh, Earth Rider, thanks for the Great Lakes. I wonder why it's called.
Biden in the speech says, "In beer brew here, hush, used to make the brew here. Yes, we're fitting Earth Rider.
Earth Rider.
Thanks for the Great Lakes."
Was he at Lakes Brewery?
This
The
guy.
beer brewed here, it is used to make the brew beer in this refinery. Oh, Earth Rider, thanks for the Great Lakes. I wonder why it's called.
And people loved it. They ate it up, dude.
They were laughing their fucking ass off.
So for
Oh,
any
yeah.
of you out there, they could be watching me from a distance and said I was a booty comic. Look at this. I was a great comic. I was fantastic.
Yeah, but he's to be like that's the funny part.
that-
That's why it's ironically funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't mean to be world's biggest joke, but here I am. Like that's
Yeah.
talent.
This is gonna actually be my next stand-up bit.
I think they tried
In beer brew here. Sis used to make the brew here. Swift Rider.
Earth Rider.
Thanks for Great Lakes.
Yeah, that dude don't know what he's doing.
Dude,
It's
I think
so
I think they
sad.
fucked his brain up when they tried to do the Manchurian Candidate or some shit on him.
Yeah, right.
And it works sometimes, and then once in a while it fucks up, and you just start like.
That's fucking super true. No, I do want to say I really thank everybody that has been tuning in. Everybody that our new commercial is on the page on Facebook. I've posted it everywhere. It's on TikTok, Instagram. Everybody that shared and then took enjoyment in our last few. I've been putting a lot of work into spreading our word out, and it's been showing a little bit of prospect. We've seen a lot of feedback coming more than usual, and I truly appreciate it. It's been looking pretty good out there, especially from the Sis Is This Your Man Facebook groups.
Oh yeah, that
Sis, is this your man?
But yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and this has been another episode of No Outlet Live.
We'll see you next time. This has been No Outlet Live.